I always say, you cannot pray for something and not do the work. People be thinking, oh, just because I'm praying, God gonna bless me. You still gotta put that work in. And unfortunately, a lot of people just do not have that get up and go, that drive, that ambition to accomplish their dreams. It's not that you don't have the talent. Sometimes you just ain't got the ambition. So how do you feel about that? Or how do y'all both feel about that?
So I'll say this. I get it. It's first of all, it's hard to find good help. If you do have the money to hire people, it's very hard. It's a trial and error, hit and miss. But I say this, even if you can't afford to hire help, you got to do it yourself.
That's what I was
Let me
gonna
tell you
say.
something. When me and Drea first started out, Drea was like, let's hire somebody to edit. I said, boy, I got $269 in my account.
So I was like, well, I guess
So
you
guess
gonna
who
edit.
finna edit? Me. Me. I used to edit the episodes. I used to set the camera up. I used to do all of it. But because I wanted it. And I hate to say this, y'all not hungry enough. And I'm not even, I feel like I'm at a place where I can preach to people, but I'm also still not nowhere near where I want to be. But I'm still out here working. Now I can afford to put people in a position. Baby, I can't make no damn drink. We need a bartender. So guess what? I'm finna get somebody here to do that. I can't work these cameras. I don't even know how to turn these motherfuckers on. So I'm finna hire somebody. I can't take no pictures. If you want your business to expand and grow, you either gonna figure out how to do it yourself, or you gotta make some money to hire some people in those positions. We are past the days of getting discovered. You're not finna be at Walmart singing or doing some content and somebody just gonna discover you and be like, oh my God, let me put you in a movie. Everybody that gets discovered now is because they're putting content out every day. And then it comes across like a Kevin Hart's desk or, you know, somebody important desk that can put you in position. So I just feel like y'all are not hustling enough. Y'all see somebody, like, for example, I think his name is LaRon. He's a skater. He's he's so handsome. He skates really, really well. I think he's out in Atlanta. So he did the D-Squared fashion show, right? And he's like skating around it's LaRon, right? He's skating around. And I mean, he's so graceful. And this is probably the first time people are seeing him. So they're like, oh my God, if he can do it, I can. But yeah, but LaRon has been, and I hope that's his name, he has been creating content for years of him skating. He didn't just pop up at the D-Squared fashion show.
Yeah.
Y'all be seeing, like, y'all saw us maybe for the first time when we had maybe T-Pain on or whenever we had T.S. Madison on. You didn't realize, oh, we've been working since 2019. Y'all be seeing people for the first time and think they just popped up, and that's not nobody's story. That's not nobody's story. So I just think the laziness, talent is not enough. Y'all be thinking y'all are so fucking funny, or y'all are so y'all can sing so good, you can rap so good, and you can just wake up and just sit on your ass. I don't care what nobody says. I always use like Britney Spears for an example. Britney Spears, y'all can say what y'all want about them dance moves, about her voice.
Them panties.
I don't give a damn. I'm talking about old Britney Spears.
Oh.
Keep it cute. Leave Britney alone.
I just be wanting her to lift them up a little more. They just be so low. I be scared her coochie gonna pop out and say hey to
That's what flies
us.
won't.
Yeah, like they be so low. I be thinking they gonna fall down.
But I will say this, at a young age, Britney learned that work ethic. Beyonce has that work ethic. That's who I look at. If I can't do it myself, there are things that Shay gets done that I could never even think twice about doing.
Yeah,
I don't even know how. Some of the stuff that Shay does, I'll be like, what?
Thanks, girl.
Exactly. But you know what I'm saying? That's what you're supposed to do. If you can't figure it out, get somebody who can figure it out.
But realistically, most people are in those beginning stages of their business, so they can't get people to
You don't need
to
that
hire
in the
them.
beginning.
But that's what I was about to say. Like, most people can't hire somebody. They can't hire a team of people right now. So it's like, you got to do this shit yourself. And people just don't be wanting to do shit. They be wanting everything to just come to them. They be feeling like, oh, it's just supposed to fall in my lap because I'm so amazing and I'm so special. No, it's a lot of special people out here, but even the people who you look at, who you feel like, oh, they're so special, they put the work in majority of the time. You know, it take work and it take grind and hustle to get to where you're trying to get to in life. What you think, Ty?
I'm a winner. in anything I do. When I worked in insurance, I was a winner. I started bartending 5 years ago, 2019 January.
That's
when I
crazy.
got my certificate.
I never knew that. Have you told us that before?
I don't think so.
Yeah, I didn't think
I
that
left
either.
corporate America and moved to Spain, but in that interim, I was like, this was fun. I could just do it, help me party with my friends or whatever.
Right.
Never thought that I would make a career, switch careers completely, have a whole business, but anything that I put my mind to, I'm going to achieve. And I think that's what it takes to be a CEO, to run a business, to be able to hire employees. That first couple years, I couldn't hire nobody.
Right.
I was grinding, and I still to this day do a lot of things behind the scene, but now I'm not operating out of a space of survival. I can be strategic. And now I can hire a team of people to come on, so that way I can multitask, do the show, do the job, do the this, do the that. So, but again, you have to have that within you.
Yep.
And I'm a win at everything I do.
Yeah.
Same.
No
I
matter
agree.
And that's what I like that you said, that like I'm a winner. That's the difference between a winner and a loser. I'm gonna outwork you every time. Because if I can't do it, I'm finna hire somebody who can. And it don't matter what it looks like to the public, it's getting done.
No, it's just if I can't do it, I'm gonna find a way.
I'm gonna find a way. That's what I'm saying.
I'm gonna find a way.
So whether the way is me doing it myself or hiring somebody, it's getting done. You're not finna outwork me. You're not finna release. We have released Poor Minds episodes for 6 years without missing a beat.
That's crazy.
Who you know that?
Yeah, people always say that. And I guess when you really sit and think about it, that is a little crazy.
Who you know do that?
That's a lot of episodes.
Even with us
52
now.
weeks.
52
Times
weeks,
6.
6 years. Yeah.
But even with us now, us launching, we both have been talking about our personal YouTube channels for a long time, but we released it when we knew it's gotta be consistent. I'm never gonna miss a Monday.
Yeah.
I'm never gonna miss a Monday.
Yeah.
I can't.
I mean, I feel like with anything that you want to be successful at, I always say consistency is key.
Yeah.
And I feel like that's like the most mundane advice that you could give people, cliche advice, is to just tell people be consistent. But it's so fucking true. You have to be consistent at whatever you want to excel at. It's no other way around it. Like, I mean, of course you have to be actually good at it.
Yeah.
Too. But being consistent a lot of the time gets you further than being good.
Absolutely.
And I feel like this, even if you spend an hour a day, I make sure I spend an hour every day doing something. Like now, for Love Lex P, since it's so new, I spend an hour a day on Love Lex P, doing something. Whether it's planning out my episode for the next week, getting something together, something. Just 1 hour. It's not that long. So when I see people, they be on social media all day, but you ain't promoting nothing about your podcast, nothing about your makeup line, nothing about nothing you got going on. You just tweeting. You don't want it.
Yeah.
You don't want it.
Do you feel like it's more of a thing with like our generation and the younger generations? Because I feel like older people had work ethic.
Oh, yeah.
They ain't have no choice.
They had work ethic.
they had to go their ass to work.
But I think that's why we are like that, because we are a product of our parents.
Yeah.
Like our parents instilled in us, like, you got to go and get it. That hustle mentality. A lot of people don't have that hustler's mentality. Like, and I'm not saying you got to necessarily clock in, because one thing about you going to quit a job, but you are a hustler. And you going to figure some shit out. You know what I'm saying? I think people are so comfortable too. It be some people who are so like, to me, when I was really, really broke was when I moved out here. And I was just never comfortable. And I don't like that feeling. That's why I was like, I have to make something shake. I can't live like this.
Yeah.
And I just think people who are just comfortable with where they are, and you think, you always supposed to clap for yourself, but if you are not making a living doing the shit that you love, you're not going hard enough.
Yeah.
I agree. I think it's so crazy and so wild how people can have 9-to-5 jobs and work 40 hours a week, but then they have their own personal endeavors that they want to work on or business that they want to become successful. But you won't even take 30 minutes out of your day every day when you get off work to work on your business that you want to launch, but you going to work every week working 40 hours for somebody else making them richer. I just think that's crazy.
And like I said,
people make
I'm
so many
speaking from
excuses.
somebody who used to be at my job working on Poor Minds.
Well, friend, they probably not trying to get fired.
I don't give a damn about that. You don't want it bad
I don't
enough.
think that's good advice.
No,
they
I'm
don't
not
need to
saying-
be at work.
I'm not saying that that's good advice, but what I'm saying is I wanted it that bad, though.
Yeah.
I was ready to risk it all. because I know I'm fucking good. And I know what I wanted out of life. And I know this is leading to a dead end. Poor Minds was not. So I say all that to say, I was able to maneuver it around so I could work at do Poor Minds at my job. But once it got to the point where I couldn't, I would get off work and I'm working on Poor Minds.
Yeah.
I was working on it.
You gotta find the time.
I made the time.
You gotta find the time. And I think a lot of people make so many excuses like, oh, I'm tired from work. Oh, I'm tired from this and I'm tired from that. I just don't have it in me to put an extra 30 minutes. Well, yeah, you don't want to be successful.
Yeah. And entrepreneurship is hard. It's not a walk in the park. Like, you really, like they say, you have to put so much of yourself into it. Like, it's just so much that people don't see behind the scenes. But I also feel like people get discouraged when it's not instant gratification. So, like, if they doing it for a few months, they feel like, oh, I should be here already, versus no, you have to really get that shit out the mud. You really have to put your best effort and everything that you have into it and give it time to grow. Give it some space for that fire to catch on.
Right.
And for people to really grow your following and to really fuck with you and your brand. That's really what it is.